Are you being audited, and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Picture, yeah. All right, here we go. Hold on. Good morning. Happy Freezing Friday. Oh my goodness, it's such a beautiful Friday. And guess what? Oh my gosh, one of my most favorite humans in this entire world, Dr. Manny Sethi, is on the phone. We got to catch up a little bit, and we just reminiscing of going way back. But very excited to talk about the My Healthy Tennessee Fair that's going to be at the Altamont Baptist Church on the 29th from 10 to 1. Is that right, Dr. Manny?
That's right. From 10 to 1 at the Altamont Baptist Church on Main Street in Altamont.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit, like, what goes on there? What do we have to look forward to?
Well, I grew up about 20, 30 minutes down the road. My parents were both doctors in Manchester, Hillsborough, and, that Pelham area. And I just think as a community, we all got to try to get healthier. So we've been doing these events across the state for about, almost 15 years now to try to get people to think about their health and just get a little healthier. So, just come on down, get your blood pressure checked, see a doctor, see a nurse. There's all these community partners. The mayors of Grundy County, Altamont will be there. We got a mammogram service.
Wait, mammogram?
we should have a mammogram service out there too to talk about kind of prevention. And but to do that, you got to just go to our website, myhealthytennessee.com, or the Facebook page for the Grundy County Chamber of Commerce, and there's a number there. And you can actually schedule a mammogram. But yeah, just come on down, get your height checked, your weight checked, your blood pressure checked, and let's talk about healthier. And I think it's going to be great.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're super excited. Why did you start Healthy Tennessee to begin with? It's a really kind of a cool story.
Well, I grew up kind of the product of what I call the American dream in Tennessee. And, my parents were both immigrants to this country, legal immigrants, I must say, with an L. And, Tennessee gave me everything I ever wanted, needed, and could ever dream of. And I just feel like the Lord's called me to give back in this way. And so over the last decade, we've been taking care of patients across the state. And I just think, sometimes healthcare just gets too complex, and people talk about all these complex things, and I think you just got to bring it back to the basics. Just kind of try to eat healthy and get some exercise and do the basics. You don't got to take medications for everything, and I think our events, we kind of try to focus on getting on the front side of health, about talking about easy lifestyle changes that you can make to just feel better and do better. And so I'm very proud of the organization. We couldn't do it without our hundreds of community partners that sort of come out, and the same is going to be at this event in Grundy County. So just very, very thankful.
Well, and I don't even know how you fit this in. I mean, your day job's pretty amazing too.
Yes, it can get busy. I'm a trauma surgeon down here in Nashville, Vanderbilt, and but like I told you, I just think that the Lord puts different things in people's hearts, and I think I was meant to take care of folks across the state, and so that's what I'm doing.
Well, your book was an amazing read, and your journey, and I just, like I said, I think you're an amazing human. So thank you for being you. But come see Dr. Manny next Saturday.
That's right. I'd love to see y'all. Just come on out if you got any medical problems you want to talk.
Really?
And again, yeah, we'll be there. My mama will be there, who delivered probably half of Grundy County and half of Coffee County back in the 1980s. She was a OBGYN who's retired now, so she can't deliver your babies now, but you can talk to her.
Oh my gosh, so we can sit and ask questions to you about things that we wouldn't normally ask a doctor. I mean, I'm nothing crazy, of course, but yeah, you're going to be there answering questions.
Yeah, and just whatever I can do to help. And
oh, that's so wonderful. Well, your book was amazing, and I know you use faith in everything that you do, and that means a lot to us too.
That's right, and I think as you and I were just talking before we got on air, faith is so important, and I think it's sort of the central thing that drives Healthy Tennessee, and so just very, very grateful to be there next Saturday.
Amen. Well, we look forward to it. We'll take some selfies. I was telling Dr. Manny, he goes, well, just use whatever headshot you want, right? Because Stephen's got this fancy thing up there. And I popped up, it was an recent article, and he's leaning against, well, you guys saw it, leaning against there, just smiling. I'm like, that is the coolest picture ever. So that's what we use, sir.
That's great. That's great.
Well, we'll see you on next Saturday. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy, and we appreciate you, so thank you.
All right, awesome. Well, I'll see you all out there next Saturday, 10 to 1. Come on down, Altamont Baptist Church.
All right, Dr. Manny, thank you so much.
I'll see you.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
All right. You want to do a quick break, and then I'll go to the show? Okay. All right, we're going to do a quick break. Just make a clean it. Thank our sponsors again, and then we'll be right back with our regularly scheduled program. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. These are the words of Paul the Apostle as he wrote to the Philippian believers, chapter 4. Many of you listening may know these words by heart, but do you know where Paul was as he composed these words? He was in some form of arrest, some form of prison. Look up what Roman prisons were like. Study what first century house arrest entailed, and then answer me this. What emboldened a Paul who is in prison to speak of the lack of anxiety, to speak of thankfulness, and to speak of possessing the peace of God? When we encounter trials of various kinds, do we truly have the peace of God that Paul had? Be honest. Is this our attitude when the smallest things start to not go our way? Just something for you to consider. I'm J.D. Cantrell. I'm not a perfect guy, but I'm a man who loves Jesus and just tries to follow him. May you be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
That just made me so happy. I've missed him. In politics, that was a tough race. That was a tough race when he had 41% and the Trump endorsement had killed him. But it's all blessings. I'm telling you, I just miss him, and I'm so glad to be able to see him again because he is such an asset to this world above. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Morning on the Mountain Facebook page by the Grundy County Herald. I do everything that I like. What helps my memory, because as I told Eric this morning, I'm going to get dementia before I die, or Alzheimer's or whatever, and I don't mean that in a joking way. Trust me. I just feel like that's, it's a concern. It's a concern of mine. So, I said, I just have to have checks and balances in my life. So if you have something going on or something cool or whatever, make sure it goes on my morning, that I somehow get it on there. That I can share it, let me know, and I can share whatever you post onto Morning on the Mountain. And then it'll be there, so when I write my column about what's going on and the happenings going on that I try to keep you abreast of, then it's like a checks and balances so I don't forget things. So I'm just asking for your help if there is something going on, and then I can get them on the show too. So if there's something cool going on, then I've got this easy app. I've made it so simple to where I checks and balances my thing, and I now have a YouTube channel so that everybody gets on the show will be on the YouTube channel, and you can share it or whatever you need to do to spread the word of what you're doing, right? So there's an archive there. See, so all these blessings of Facebook, deleting your Facebook lives just forces you to grow in a bigger direction. And I now have a YouTube channel, and now the challenge will be keeping it up to date. All right. So here's some things. I know there's wrestling going on. I know that Living It Ministries Heritage Championship Wrestling, I think it is this Saturday, bell time 7:05. And it's at, the Florence Scruggs Auditorium. I want to say it's $8 per person. And it looks like they have some, cool lineups and whatever. It's Christian Heritage Wrestling, so there's no goofy stuff going on there. Safe for kids. Good, clean fun. All right, so there's that. I see Belinda on Grundy County Herald's doing great work. And, Tyler Brown was over looking for some statistics on basketball, and he wasn't able to find, and what he wanted to do was go into our archives, the Historical Society's archives of Grundy County Heralds, so that is our paper of record. He unfortunately did not find what he was looking for, and there's a couple of years missing. So that's unfortunate, but just keep in mind, everything that goes into the Grundy County Herald, 60 years from now, your great-grandchildren are going to go there, and they're going to remember what's going on today, right now. We're living history. So let's just make sure that the Herald has all the cool stuff in there, and they're doing a great job. So you got Belinda doing great things with making Grundy safe. You've got that fabulous Connie doing 3 seasons, TN, the farmer's market. She's like a flippin' go-getter. She's taken up the Tracy City farmer's market, and she says that, I think there was in the article, 30 vendors. I mean, crazy. It's going to be on Fridays from 3 to 6. So the Tracy City farmer's market is now 3 seasons TN on Facebook, but 3 seasons. And so they're going to be open April through October. And they start April 4th, the first Friday, and it's from 3 to 6. And so that's going to be the grand opening. It's going to be in the Littell Parton, I'm assuming the parking lot. Darlene had started or had put that structure there with the help of others. So I'm not sure the setup. It's probably going to be in the entire parking lot. I don't know. How cool is that? So we're going to have, made in South Cumberland makers. And then on Thursdays in June, they're late starters. June Fresh Mess is going to be on Thursdays from 3 to 6. So everybody's kind of synergizing these opportunities for fresh produce and things and natural things. And as Dr. Manny says, when we support our local farmers and we know where our food is coming to, well, he didn't say that, but I did, from what he talked about, you're healthier. Let's just eat healthier. We can do that. Let's support our local farmers, local makers, and be healthier. I mean, I want to live a good life until the day the Lord puts me in the ground, or I'm getting burned up anyway. All right, so we got the farmers market starting. They got Beth did a wonderful article on trackside. Dean Gibson, just lost his son Bo. Him and Kimberly, who just lost her brother. It's heartbreaking. They are putting all their energies into Trackside, which is the old Daryl's Pizza in Tracy City. They basically gutted the thing, gutted it, and just it's like a phoenix rose. He's got a deck overlooking the exhibit area and the beautiful winding path that's going to be happening over there behind rugs, etc. So Dean, it's going to be open 7 days a week. God, in Tracy City, 7 days a week. So anyway, and music, they're going to add some music. I think it's 11 to 9. I think it's 11 to 9, Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday are 11 to midnight. Tracy City's going to be rocking. So anyway, great article, great mural, darling a place. I think everyone's going to love it. Beth sounds like, it's going to be amazing. They got some old church pews from, I think, Whitwell. It's going to have a railroad theme to it, as it should, trackside, right there on Railroad Avenue. Super cool. Read the article. And then the last thing is, and this is going to chap my hide. This is chap my hide actually more than I care to admit. Somebody stole a boat from the folks that were hired to put in a fishing pier at Grundy Lakes. So in State Park contracted this group to put up a fishing pier for us, and some knucklehead stole the boat. And what upset folks the most is the comments that said, yeah, it's Grundy. Who accepts that? Who flippin' accepts? Just the way it is. I can't accept that it is the way it is. I can't do that. That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing in the big picture because the contractor posted it on Facebook, and it was embarrassing. I'm gonna go out there. So all the great news reports, talking about our teamwork, at the storms, which was awesome. We're just allowing these thieves to just do it. So I don't know what the answer is. But I personally cannot accept. That has made me madder than a wet hen. Just mad that would happen while they're trying to build a fishing pier for us. Why do people blow up a public bathroom in Altamont? I want to wring your little neck. I just do. It's just like I'm going to slap those little jaws. I'm like, what in the HE double toothpicks are you thinking? You don't do that. Anyway, if you know of if you go to Marketplace and you happen to see it's a John boat, let me just explain what we're looking for, folks. It's Chattanooga Dock Builders. That's the folks that you stole from. Not you, because I know my folks have not stolen from anybody. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking into the universe at this point. God. It is it's a John boat. It is a big John boat. And for folks who know boats, they'll know what that is. It's a green JON boat to move around and pick stuff up. But I guess we should have known better than to leave it tied up in a locked park. Of course, someone stole it. How are we supposed to finish your fishing pier now? Anyway, all right, let's talk about good stuff. Let's talk about happy stuff. That's all I'm going to talk about. By the Grundy County Herald. I don't know what I'm going to do about this theft thing. I just can't. The fire, Colmont. I think Gene Richard lost a fan. One of our fire departments lost a fan. I could just go up and slap somebody's jaws right now if I saw it. Because you just don't do that. Don't do that. All right, let's talk about birthdays. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about birthdays. Let's talk about happy stuff. It's going into Friday. It's freezing. It's absolutely flipping freezing. Even Facebook is just not making it really easy right now. Okay, here we go. Lori Burrows, speaking of fabulous at the Grundy County Herald, now retired from there, working with Stephen Roberts. Love me some Lori Burrows. She's 47. 47. Happy birthday, Lori. Barbara Murdoch, Teresa Slatton, Jamie Roberts. Happy birthday, Jamie. 45. Steve Smith and Sandra Nolan. Happy birthday, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's going to get up to like 55 today. Let's go in the prayer list. I got a text yesterday from Steve Melton. He's coming home in 10 days. That man should not be alive. You know they gave him 0% chance of surviving what he survived. You know that? He's been in there. 10 months. Wait a minute, it's 10 months. Hold on, he's coming home. It's 10 months he's been in the hospital. Let me just make sure I get that information correct before I tell you when he's coming home. Hold on, because this is important, because I know everybody loves Steve. I was just talking to Wade Cozart the other day, and we're talking about, people buying up land and not being able to ride on, the land. And I'm like, well, that's what Steve Melton warned you about, and that's why you have Coalmont OHV Park, so that you will always have a place to ride. So quit your whining. This is America. People are going to buy land if you don't. And I love Wade. But anyway, Steve Melton. All right, so let's talk about Steve Melton. This is like the most miraculous news. I told Eric, there's no living with Steve. I mean, he's, he is very thankful for the God above, no question whatsoever. But the old Steve would be like, I always thought he was bulletproof anyway. Well, this just sealed the deal. God, it's not, his time is not done. He'll be coming home next week. No, he was in the hospital for 10 months. And he's coming home. Power of prayer, babies. And strong determination and stubbornness. And God's will. All right, here we go. Let's pray for Stephanie Meeks. We're, mamas are helping, or doing what we can. So thank you, Miss Evelyn, and for helping out on that and giving some ideas, because Barbara was bumfuzzled. Let's keep Danny and Dave Crabtree in our prayers. Let's, Miss Joan had an urgent prayer request. I hope that has come through and was answered. There's a ton of unspoken. We got Charlie McDowell on there. We're just going to continue that. It's a long process to get his strength back. We're going to find out more about Secura Meeks. It was not surgery. It was treatments that she started. We're also going to pray for Daffy and Louis Nolan, Laurie Parson, Frank Brawley, Charles Brown, Steve Melton. Keep on doing it. Let's get him home. Steve still needs it. Cheryl Foshi, I got you, Kathy. Granny Barb's babies, Frida and her pain in her back, Turkey. We'll find out from Junior and Frida. They went to go visit him. Patsy Kennedy and Blondell Lockhart. I haven't heard from Bethel, so you better holler at me. And I've got all my checklists done except for yours. I don't mean to laugh. We're going to pray for Baby Denny and Joni Baby Denny, but I saw Joni Baby, and she says everybody's is rising up. He's getting on this side of it, so great news. Dolly Young, Dalchi and Christine Nunley, we're just going to continue that. Paula Tate, Donna Childers, Erica Whitman, Ronnie Reeves, Johnny Braden, another update that we'll need. Let's really pray for him. Ronnie Burnett, Big Ron, surgery, shoulder surgery. I haven't heard from Sherry, but I bet she's busy. Gary Meeks, Mike Scott, Jimmy Brooks family, so sad. Brother Crichton, Claridine Person family, Bobby Griffey family. We got the unspoken, and of course Miss Ophelia and Miss Gola. All right, Lord, please lift up all of our folks. All special thank you for Steve Melton and the news that he gets to come home. Lord, thank you so much. We just ask that you wrap your arms around all of our people. We know that prayer works. We love you. We appreciate you. We are so thankful for everything that you do in our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's go to the phones. I got full lines. I don't think we've been shuffled yet, so life is good in Grundy County. Here we go. Morning.
Good morning.
Leslie, number one.
Well, I'm getting on the ball this morning.
Hey, how you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, at times I feel better. God's got this. I ain't worried about it.
I mean, you can't worry about it. Look at that flipping Steve Melton.
Yeah, he's my healer. He's my Jehovah Rapha.
I mean, his will be done. But, hey, that Healthy Tennessee fair is in, yeah, you got a car. Altamont on the 29th from 10 to 1. They have a lot of free health, checking things out. And Dr. Manny will be there to answer, any kind of medical questions that you don't feel like Googling. And then you have like this great food basket at the end.
Well,
throwing it
I
out
know
there.
we're not supposed to suffer any kind of sickness according to God's word. I mean, it's the devil that throws this stuff out on us.
It's Satan. I agree. I agree.
We can claim healing in the name of Jesus.
Let's do it. Anything we need to know before we get to Revelation?
I'm kind of blank this morning. It's good to talk to you, though. You've been busy the last few days.
We have been blessed with some amazing folks that have come to visit us.
Yeah.
And when you're receiving great information, you just kind of go with it.
I told you I didn't call in. I figured, well, what they've got to say is very important. So.
Yeah, and Gail is a wealth of information, and if I've got her hogtied here on the TV, I'm gonna, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot. Honestly, I learned some things, and I'm gonna do the No, that's not My Healthy Tennessee. What was the other one? MyLandAlert.com.
Yeah.
Your land is your asset. And somebody may scam you,
Never know what's going to come up.
But the notary issue really didn't come on my radar until then. I mean, because I always wondered how folks remember the Graceland thing?
Yeah, they can get take notarization. They can get false IDs, and they can do everything now.
Yeah, they can just buy. They can buy one. It's like, hey, here's $10,000. I need this notarized.
Yeah.
That's where the devil comes in. He's awful pretty.
He's a predator.
He is. I mean, gosh. But anyway, so I just that is a good thing to know, and I am thankful that Barbara brought it up.
The devil is out to kill, steal, and destroy. Is all his mission is.
Well, we're just giving tools to stop that, aren't we, Leslie?
Destroy us. Yeah, if we let him, he'll do it.
Well, by speaking the word every day and talking about our book club, I think that's a great way.
Yeah.
To help folks.
Just continue saying, I am he according to your word.
Okay, I rebuke you, devil. All right, where are we at? We're on 14, aren't we?
Yeah, we're getting 14th this morning.
All right, so Revelation, we've gone through the mark.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the redeemed this morning.
Oh, I like redeemed. All right. Revelation 14, verses what?
1 through 5.
1 through 5.
Yeah, it's just a short part here on this.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm going to put it. Ted's been good to me. Once again, Ted is not perfect, but he really, I think everyone seems to say, like you and Miss Evelyn, that he's pretty dead on.
Yeah, he's close.
I mean, they're not perfect, trust me. AI is not perfect. There's no soul in them.
Well, we're not perfect.
And we're not perfect. And, and Miss Evelyn always says translation.
Yeah.
Was it Greek that it started with?
Well, it's a combination of Greek and Romans and different versions of ancient Hebrew.
And then it got translated.
Yeah, it took 300-something people to translate the Bible.
And then it got translated again.
Yeah, well, they kept on till they got it right, I reckon.
And I trust the process, Leslie. I'm trusting the process these days. But that's where it could possibly be changed, is the translation from the original.
Yeah.
And in my world of understanding. So anyway, all right, you ready?
I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunders. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. they which follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men in the first fruits unto God and the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God.
Huh.
Okay, had confusions about this 144,000 a long time ago. They thought they was the only ones that be saved, and it's not. That 144,000 is the 12 tribes of Israel times 12.
Okay.
12,000. So you got that misconception there, but we're all got a hope of heaven today. But these were Israelites that had never been defiled by women. They were virgins. They kept their lives spotless before God.
So the 12 tribes times 12,000?
Yeah. That makes 144,000.
And that's who does what?
They go follow the Lamb wherever he goes and worships him. And they're pure as they can be.
So did each generation, when it's time, each generation had one of those, each tribe had one of those people? Or 12,000 of those people?
Well, I don't know about the generation, but I know it's going to be the 12 tribes of Israel times 12.
Okay.
12,000, which would be 144,000, I think, or 20,000. But I know it's nothing but Israelites that had never been defiled or never been with woman or anything else. They kept their hearts and minds and life stayed upon God. And they worship God.
Okay. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Isn't that what monasteries are for?
Well, I don't know about the monasteries, but I know that's what we're for. We're to worship God all the time and honor Him and glorify Him. It's not to put any glory in man or nothing like that. A lot of people put their faith in man, which they should not do, because you're not to follow man. We're to follow God and His precepts and what He tells us to do. Keep His commandments. It's not what man can do, because man can't do nothing without God.
I'm just going to trust the process.
Yeah, God has got this. He's the ruler of all nations. He's judge of all nations, and people's going to find that out sooner or later.
Well, I'm living my best life these days, so I'm pretty excited about what's going on. All right, here's what Ted says. Leslie, are you ready?
I'm ready anytime.
All right. All right, so this passage presents a vision of the Lamb standing on Mount Zion, accompanied by 144,000 people who have his name and his Father's name written on their foreheads. Okay. These 140, they're described as redeemed from the earth, symbolizing purity and faithfulness. Spiritually pure, described as virgins, likely symbolizing they have not defiled themselves with idolatry.
Idolatry.
Thank you. Followers of the Lamb wherever he goes, blameless and without deceit, and they sing a new song before the throne that only they can learn. It's a powerful image of spiritual loyalty and holiness, representing those who have remained true to Christ amid tribulation.
Yeah, it's during that time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that says to me I don't necessarily believe it's the 144,000 would be those that didn't have sex, like those I don't know.
They kept themselves pure. Let's put it that way. They were kind of like eunuchs.
Yeah, but it's a spiritual Lord and holy, representing those who have remained true to Christ. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I get it. Thank you, Leslie. I always get enlightened by these things. You know that.
I love the Word of God. It's a lamp to our feet and a light to our path, and it directs us to heaven if we'll let it.
Amen. Amen. All right, Leslie. Well, I hope you have a great weekend, and good Lord willing, we'll talk on. Today is Friday, right? We'll talk on Monday.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Hey.
All right. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
I was at the play.
Hey, how was everybody yesterday?
Everybody's good.
Steve texted me and said he's coming home next week.
Yeah, he's coming home, and Turkey's coming home next Saturday.
Oh my gosh. That is like a praise report.
I told him Iva told me to come see you.
We had to, because Iva can't seem to get her butt over there.
He said, who? He said, who?
Yeah, don't even get me started. I know, Michelle.
Your girlfriend. He said, your girlfriend, you ought to know her.
I have always felt like Steve was large and in charge, and he's always been my hero, honestly. And I don't mean to say that in any term other than I think he's I just love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's a warrior. I mean, he's definitely had some fun exploits. I will say that. But, God saved him for a reason, man.
Oh, yeah. He says when he gets out, he's got a lot of churches he's got to go to.
He really does. He's a testimony. When the firefighters that got to him, Eric works with some of them, they said they basically gave him zero chance of surviving it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they if they were betting people. So it is amazing. It is an amazing journey, and I feel like God saved him for a reason. Steve is fierce, a warrior, and a warrior for God. You can't get any better than that.
60-something surgeries.
I mean, holy cow. I mean,
they said that doctor was rich, just working on him.
Well, I'm assuming, and not to get into any, because Eric said that as well. Can you imagine his hospital bills? I'm like, he's a veteran, and a retired veteran. I'm pretty sure that they take care of all of it.
Oh, they do.
I mean, am I right about that?
Yeah, they take care of everything.
He served our country. How many tours was he on?
I'm not sure.
It's like 3 or 4, at least.
So,
3 or 4. And, I love to hear that, he did that for us and we're doing that for him.
They took him out yesterday where he could see if he could get in and out of the car or truck.
Did they? And how'd it work?
He done it. It's cold, but he done it.
We got to fatten that boy up. That's great. Of course he did it. Of course he did it. He knows he's got to get his butt home.
Yeah, he's still got his stomach is still open though.
Oh, God bless him.
I know. I'm like, Lord. I said, does he have a bag? And she said, no. Said
everything's working.
Bathroom. They connected all that back up. She said,
and it's working.
Yeah.
That is fan-flippin-tastic.
They said that they tried to graft that skin from his legs, you know.
Yeah. Didn't have enough hide on him.
And so they said they're going to, that it will grow back together.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
eventually
a long time.
God, God's our healer. You got to let the body do its thing. But man, his body was decimated.
Right.
I don't know of anyone who has survived something like that. So anyway, miracles. Miracles do happen, kids. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Good.
Doing good.
All right, good. I'm so glad you guys got a chance for both of them. That just lifts my heart. I'm a bad friend. I have not been there. So I'm going to ask for forgiveness. I may try to get there this weekend so that I can just say I did it before he went home.
Yeah, Wednesday he's coming home.
Okay, yeah, I'm just...
Nothing
If nothing happens, exactly. Well, I'm going. When it warms up.
Well, it's supposed to start. Well, I know we're getting rain Sunday.
I don't like to drive in the rain. It snowed over in Tracy yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird. It was sleeting, kind of sleeting. It wasn't like actually like snow. It was like sleet.
Yep, that's good out our way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I don't know which winter we're in. Is this blackberry? No, it can't be blackberry yet. It's which one is it?
I don't know what it is.
Well, you got dogwood in there. There's redwood, and then dogwood.
Oh, it's that probably that redbud winter.
It could be redbud winter. I don't know.
Yeah, it's when. Yeah, so I'm gonna look in that. It's like mid-March. We're in the first stages of. We still got plenty of winters to go through.
Oh yeah, we got a good frost too.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm okay. Whatever. I was just freezing yesterday.
Yeah, Diane said that she's waiting on the lung doctor to come in, talk to him.
Oh, for Johnny?
Yeah, they tried to take him off that. They just took him off. They did, I guess, cut it down or cut it off. See if he could breathe without it, and he couldn't. So they had to turn it back on.
Oh my gosh! The longer he stays on that is not good.
So they can just stay in there 10 days, and they have to put that trach in.
All right. Well, let's continue to lift him up in prayer. I keep us posted. That's horrible. Yeah. Hey, and tell everybody about that Healthy Tennessee fair over at Altamont Baptist Church next Saturday. Dr. Manny's going to be there. Ask him some questions, like medical questions that he could, like, you'd need a Vanderbilt trauma surgeon to answer.
Yeah.
Right? And his mom's there. She's birthed all the babies. She's retired. This is like having a doctor. It's like having, like if Dr. Basaraba was here, we could ask him questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would take advantage of that opportunity. Anybody who's like has some medical, questions, I would tap them. I got to think of some.
Right.
Anyway, all right. Anything else I need to know?
Johnny's 30 years old.
That is way too flippin' young.
Yeah, he says he's ready to go, but he's scared.
Do you think that's what's going to happen?
I don't know.
Has he repented?
Oh yeah, he's Christian. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he's ready. So okay. If you think you're dying, you're still going to be scared.
Yeah, I get it. We don't know until we're there.
Right.
We don't know until they're there. So, well, we're just definitely going to be praying for him. Obviously, for getting out of that, pull a Steve Melton on us.
Right.
And if not, then, Godspeed.
Yeah.
No, life and death. I hate it.
If there's anybody listening, just have your church members praying for healing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for the update on Turkey and Steve. We gotta lift up our homeboys.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, you little rascals. Have a great weekend. Good Lord willing, we will talk on Monday.
Okay.
Text me if you need anything.
Thank you.
All right, see you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Where have you been, Brenda?
Just here and there and about.
All right, so watch me. I forgot your phone number now. What is it?
3995.
See, that's what you just had me. My short-term memory, long-term memory is kicking out too. How are you? Happy birthday! How was your birthday?
Oh, it was good.
It was a big 8-0, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't feel any different.
Oh, whatever. Did they? What kind of cake did you get?
Well, it was. I think it was white cake with pretty decorations, green, and happy. Timmy had it made.
Oh.
One of them said, tell it. She said, what's your mama's name? She said, Brenda. She said, I wanted Mama put on that. So they put Brenda on it.
So it's Brenda, my mama. That's funny. Oh, I bet it's gorgeous. Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, I still got I put part in the freezer because anyway. Yeah, we've had to get a new washer and dryer, and I think the microwave's going out now. So, which Tammy got them. She got her income tax, and so she bought the washer and dryer.
Well, good girl. That's why we have kids.
Yeah, so they're supposed to deliver it next week, I think.
I think that's fantastic. That's why we have kids. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I think it wasn't your birthday on a Sunday.
It was.
Okay. Did you have a good church service?
Yeah, we went to church and then went from there.
Okay. Are you doing okay? I've missed you.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
Waiting for spring.
Oh my gosh. I was
It was yesterday, they say, and it was all kind of weather.
It was sleeting over in Tracy City when I was at work.
Yeah, we got sleet and snow, a little bit of snow and rain all mixed together.
Well, which winter is this?
I don't know. I think it's confusing.
I forget it every year. I mean, we know it's going to do this.
Yeah, it's a humongous frost this morning, so.
When I saw 28 on my thing, I was like, great. I haven't planted anything yet, so I'm okay.
I planted some potatoes in a raised bed, so I don't know. We'll see.
You should be okay. Yeah, I've got all raised beds. I think I'm going to rethink. My vegetables didn't make me happy last year, and I want to do pollinators. I want to do flowers, I think, so that I can feed the bees.
I've been going through the flower books to see what best pollinators are. And
well, let me know. I've got seed books I haven't looked through yet, but I think I'm going to use my I got the tall ones that were handmade by that green gal in Tracy. It's they're pine. It's like I don't know, 6 foot by 4 foot by depth maybe a foot, 2 feet. So they're big, but I think I want flowers.
They're bushes or flowers?
Well, I would love bushes, but the areas, I am cutting 2 trees that I'll get sun, but at the areas, I don't think I have an area that I can put those kinds of bushes where I want them. So I'm going to have to do planters.
Yeah, there's a butterfly bush.
I want that one, and I don't know if it will go in a planter. Will it go in a planter?
Oh, you can keep them trimmed.
Oh, let's see, that'd be okay. I love those. Well, anyway, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I was disappointed with my vegetables. I'm just going to support our local farmers.
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to support. Yeah.
I hung on nothing. Well, I called a couple of times, and it was always busy, so I had to go.
I do understand, Brenda. I did not cry, but I'm so glad to hear your voice, and happy birthday. I hope you have a great weekend.
Yeah, it is a weekend. I can't keep up with the days.
You and me both. I couldn't even remember if today was Friday.
Yeah.
So anyway, happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Best weekend. Thank you.
All right, honey. Good to talk to you. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, there's my kids. What are y'all doing?
I'm just sitting here drinking coffee, watching TV.
Oh, as it should be. It was freezing last night.
Yeah.
It was freezing. Did you guys? I don't think you guys planted anything yet, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well then you're fine.
The children went to Nashville. They made her a mask and made her a pill, and they're going to wait on when they'll call her back for a treatment son.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's got to stay.
I wish Melinda Sweeten a happy birthday today.
Who?
Melinda Sweeten, one's got the beauty shop at Barks Cove.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Melinda Sweeten. Is she just 25?
39 holding.
39 and holding. Happy birthday. All right. Anything else? You guys, it's always great to hear your voice.
We don't need that snow that we got yesterday.
Wasn't that crazy?
I tell you what, I don't know.
I looked outside my window because I got. Did you ever go to Nelson Lane's office in Tracy City? You were probably perfect and never got in trouble with anything and needed a lawyer. But his office is right there in Tracy City. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I love Nelson Lane. And so I've got this big window. They've restored it all and it's super pretty. And I'm looking outside. I'm like, what is that? I mean, it was just coming down. I'm like, what in the Hades is that?
It peppered down here for a little bit.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Put me in shock.
And it was so nice the day before. Well, I'm going to find out which winter we're in. Do you guys know?
No, not right now, no.
I know. I'm going to do that Monday. We're going to find out.
The red buds is blooming out, so I don't know.
Then it might be red bud.
I don't know.
Because the next one would be, I think red bud's first and then it's dogwood. I think. And then somewhere there's blackberry.
Yeah, huckleberry and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look it up.
We got too many winters.
It's the South. I'll take it, but then it gets hot.
Yeah.
And then it gets hot. So anyway, all right, kids. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Anything else I need to know?
No, just pray for everybody. We all need it.
True story. And I must end on the. Prayers work because that Steve Melton should not be here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're here for a reason, huh?
I mean, you got to think it because that is a story and that is God's work.
Yep.
Yep.
So it can be done. It can be done. All right, kids. You have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and hopefully I'll talk to you on Monday.
I hope so.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Oh, Shirley. Clarence, what are you doing?
Well.
How's Clarence?
What?
How's Clarence?
He's doing good. He's doing good. Don't have to go back to therapy no more.
Is he moving around?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we went back Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
And the doctor told him he was doing great. He didn't have to go back to therapy. Just he could do the therapy here at the house. Do what he wants,
Is he doing the therapy at the house?
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Look at that. Clarence.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He's going to be up dancing before you know it.
There you go.
Doing a joyful noise. You guys can go out touring again.
Yeah. I miss it.
I know you miss it. I know you miss it. It's wonderful to be able. I wish I could sing, and to be able to do that. So anyway, all right. What else? What we got? What are we selling? What are we doing?
Well, I still have the couch, chair, the coffee table, the TV table, the 2 marble top stands, the bench, the glider, the brand new 220-ton shop presser. I still have a new nail gun with some boxes of nails, the car seat, and a dog cage. And so I've got all this for sale. And the reason why we ain't been on, it wasn't because of Clarence, it's because of our little dog. She got bad on a Saturday night, and we thought she was dying, so we had to rush her to the vet, and they put her in the hospital, so she's on kidney failure right now.
Oh.
Yeah, she was having seizures, convulsions, what you want to call them, and so we're going to go back out and see her here directly, and I'm trying to get her back home. There wasn't no hope for a while, but hoping it's looking up.
Oh, I hate that. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, she's 14-year-old. They weighed her out there, and she went from 14 pounds to 6 pounds and 7 ounces.
Yeah. I think she's lived a good life.
She has.
And
she gives us a lot of good memories and things like that. And yeah, it's kind of hard to turn loose. It's been awful quiet since she's been gone.
It is hard. I mean, I've got a dog that's moving in that direction, And I don't know what I'll do in that position because it's inevitable.
It is. It is.
So anyway, I'm sorry, and it's a hard process, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Well, where are they going? And so this is like if you're going to McMinnville, you're going to the Big Mac town, and which has a super darling downtown, by the way. Go visit Shirley and Clarence. Bring a little trailer or bring your pickup truck, and come shop at all of the cool stuff that you have over there.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not junk. They have to see it, appreciate it, and everything, you know.
That's right. So give them a call and go visit. Where are they going?
They can call me at 931-668-9217. If I'm not here, just leave me a message on the machine. Or when and come by 920 Leesburg Road in McMinnville.
All right, and then just let me know when you need to start booking and where folks can get a hold of you, right?
Yeah. Well, we're going to be up on Spencer Mountain on the 6th of April.
All right, well, keep us posted on your schedule, and you're open for singings now? Gospel singing?
Yes, and
So you're open for God. So if Lager Methodist Church said, "Do we want to have you come and sing at our church?" You would be open for engagements now. Are you guys up and running?
Yeah, we're up and going. We're taking bookings now. We got that one on April the 6th up on Spencer.
That's too far for us. But anyway, go ahead.
It's kind of close to you. We're up there again we'll be at the Little Creek Baptist Church again on the 13th up there at Altamont.
Oh, on the 13th you're going to be in Altamont?
Yeah, let me make sure. I got my book in here.
So, all right, so that's our neck of the woods. So let us know that one. And what's the name of the band? Old Time
Gospel Singers.
Old Time Gospel Singers.
Yeah, and then
how many folks are in your group?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. There was 7. The gentleman, he had to step down because he got old. Then he's got cancer. He's going to have cancer surgery, and
it happens. We're all getting older. Do you bring instruments, or do you sing from like a track?
No, we bring our own stuff. We don't sing by track. We do the old time singing.
Oh, what instruments do you have?
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 flat top. Now sometimes the other guy, he'll bring it's between a banjo and a guitar. The Clarence plays the bass, and me and the lady sings. We play nothing.
Got the lead singer.
And we got the lead singer. Yeah, the lead singer. He brings his guitar too.
Okay, so you said 3 flat tops?
We got 3 flat tops and a bass, and that's it.
All right, 3 and a bass. All right, and then we got the singers. Fantastic. How long is your show? How long is your show that you do?
About an hour, 2 hours, however long they want us to sing.
Okay. And do you guys charge?
No.
You just sing.
People often, but we do not ask for nothing.
So you just share a joyful noise.
Yeah.
Our people feed folks. So can we feed you?
Well, that Little Creek Baptist Church, we're going to be there on the 13th. We've got to be there at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock, okay. And that's at which church is that?
Little Creek Baptist Church.
Little Creek?
Yeah, Little Creek up there at Altamont.
Who's the pastor there?
Oh, Lord, I didn't. I think his name's Rick. Rick, something like that, thanks.
I believe it's Rick.
Is it a Phipps? Is it a Phipps?
Huh?
Is it a Phipps? Well, anyway. All right, we'll find out. All right, fantastic. And you're going to be there at 10?
Yeah, and then August the 3rd, we're going to be back up there for their homecoming.
Well, I think that's fantastic. Well, just keep me posted if you don't mind.
Okay, and anybody that wants us, just give me a call, and I'll get with the one that books us, and then he can get Williams, and he can tell you what time and when we come.
931-668-9217.
Yes.
All right. All right, you guys have a great weekend.
Same to you.
All right, see you, bye. I love musicians. Morning.
Good morning,
Oh,
Nava.
well, good morning. Happy Friday, Miss Ophelia.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, tell me something good today.
Well, it looks like it's a pretty day, and I had my granddaughter got out and the other day and it earned the fun of flying kites.
They were flying kites?
Yes, they were flying kites.
How cute is that?
I'm sorry?
Where did they go fly kites at?
Here at home, out here.
No kidding.
Yes.
And did you get a chance to see them?
I'm sorry?
Did you get a chance to see it?
Oh, yes. And they put it on, they put it on Facebook for me, too. And I saw it. And they had, so she had that.
I think that's wonderful.
Yes.
I used to love flying kites as a child.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fond memory. That is so cute, Miss Ophelia. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, she posted it and on my iPad, and where I could see it. And she was out there in the field here, garden spot there, where where I could see her, and where she was flying it. But he got up there high, and so she put the picture, posted it on my iPad.
Is that how you keep posted on everybody? Do they send things to you on your iPad?
Yes, I can send some things out.
Okay, and the family, how cute is that? Yeah, that's a great way to stay connected to your family when, you just can't get out.
Oh, yes,
Well, I love kite flying. Thanks for sharing that.
So.
All right. Well, Miss Ophelia, I hope you have a great weekend and enjoy, hopefully, a lot of sunshine.
Okay.
All right, honey. Have a wonderful day.
I hope you also.
Thank you, sweetheart. See you. Bye. All right, we're going to go on our break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. All right. And speaking of the caverns, so much going on there as far as concerts. I think you can get on their email list. And you can find out all of it early on. I rely on that when they do it. So a couple of big things coming up. Cave Fest, which is an annual event, super cool weekend, October 10th through 12th. It's fall. It could rain, or it could be an amazing fall experience. Anyway, that they've announced the dates for that. That's a really, really neat thing. Then there is, what is the caverns? Oh, it's Cave Dwellers. Anyway, I would go to I'm going to skip the W. Go to thecaverns.com and find out some upcoming ones. I saw Oak Ridge Boys, their final tour. I don't know what the name is, but it's their final tour. And that would be a really cool concert to see in the caverns. Their voices, the Oak Ridge Boys voices would be amazing in the caverns. Anyway, so don't ever forget that the caverns is one of the best venues in the world. It's one of the best venues in the world. I'm going to go out there, forget the country. I say it's one of the best venues in the world. So go. It's in our backyard. You don't have to drive that far. They take care of you. It's a Chick-fil-A service of any kind of music venue. Be like the caverns when you're in the hospitality business. They're good. So just keep that in mind. I think that there is it the 6th year, 7th year. I'm going to have Todd on the show. I'm going to have Todd on the show here not too long ago, or from now. He's going to talk about his book, but the caverns, and we're so blessed. That's all I got to say. All right, let's go to the phones. Morning.
How you doing, Sarah?
What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Watching you and having tip coffee and so.
I just got a text from our girlfriend Lisa. She needed a number that I had, and I was happy to hear her text voice and say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Are you talking about Lisa Nunny?
There's the only one Lisa. No, there's two. Yeah, we got our queen over there at the Grundy County Herald. That's a Lisa. Yeah, Lisa Nunley. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I talked to West. I know there are two of them. Basie's girlfriend and other Lisa over at Grundy Herald.
Yeah, I keep on. We have two. We sure do. We have two Lisas. Well, we got a bunch of Lisas, but the ones I seem to interact in the world is those Lisas.
Yeah. There's so many Lisas around. Lisa Furter, Tristan's sister.
Yeah, that's right. That is exactly right.
But it's hard to tell who, but I know every one of them, and
maybe that's why everybody got nicknames.
Well,
so that we didn't have to worry about saying their a name, and you just wanted one name. So it was Toots or Bunny or something. Roundhead.
Is and
Mushy.
And you know what next Friday is, don't you?
What is next Friday?
Money.
It is, isn't it?
I do. About something I ran over last night, and I just up my calendar. I said, I better let Michelle know. I said, I don't know, be it today or next Friday. So next Friday's 28th, so it's money time.
That is fantastic. Well, Miss Kathy over at the Appalachian Women's Guild is doing some Easter baskets, I think, and giving me some certificates. You can shop over at the Appalachian Women's Guild on this certificate.
Right. I was typing last night or this morning, just I need to go back to bed around 1 or something. And I will turn on TV for a few minutes or whatever if I don't go back to bed,
Yeah.
So I will mind her for this Friday. So
okay. Okay. Well, all right. Well, yeah, we're doing the. Thanks for the reminder. Next Friday we give away $100, and we split it into four 25s, and I may add a basket to one of those.
Well, I hope I win something this Friday, because I wasn't anything December I win nothing.
Bless it. Are you going to be okay? You haven't been very lucky, have you? You used to be very lucky.
Oh, I know it. If I did and start telling it with number one, I'll probably win something every Friday.
Well, true story. Well, Leslie won here recently. He had a dry spell, so.
Yeah. So.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to head out. Happy Friday. I hope that you spread joy and sunshine wherever you go. Tell our girl that we love her.
Well, I first talked to her Wednesday night, and I'd sitting here, and I know her mouth kind of sore a little bit. So she's doing better, and I first talked to her Wednesday night, and I said, well, I just waited Thursday. I'm going too used to that. I told her last night, it's still daylight, and I said, well, I'd never told her that or wrong.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, buddy. Well, you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope we talk on Monday.
Oh, thank you. You do this pretty.
Oh, thank you. See you. Bye. No woman ever gets tired of hearing that. Morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey, Barbara. What's up?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Hope for her scan to check that filter.
Yeah, and when did she already do it?
No, she's going this morning.
Okay, well, good. Will they find it?
Well, I hope they do. It's in the main artery. And,
wow. Okay.
So they have to do the scan to check it because it don't show up on the X-ray.
Yeah. No, because isn't it made of some kind of something that doesn't show up?
Must be.
Yeah, like plastic. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so good. Is any of the symptoms lessening?
Well, that's what I was going to say. She was feeling some better. She said the pain wasn't as bad yesterday. And Caden, he wanted spaghetti. So I fixed him spaghetti for supper. And she was able to eat. And I said, thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord, yeah.
Prayers work.
Amen. True story.
And I appreciate Miss Evelyn's help.
I'm telling you, mamas unite. You guys can solve all the world's problems.
Well, it's got to the point, we have to give advice to doctor each other because the doctors don't know as much as they think to do.
Well, they know so much that is not true. There's been a long history of the medical society being infiltrated by Big Pharma.
Right.
And so, and they teach it's been a long process, just like in our schools, of changing things.
That's the truth. And
so I'd rather go with mamas.
So much has changed, in the last 12 years since I've been out of sorts. There's a lot now that I don't even know about.
Well, and that's why you need a good pharmacist.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. It's the same way with the doctors. Mm-hmm. If they don't have time to stay updated on everything, mm-hmm. they just go by what the pharmacy rep tells them when they bring the samples in and all of that stuff.
Well, anytime if anyone listens to an ad on the TV of some tablet that you're supposed to take to solve something, and then you listen to all of the side effects of what could really happen if you take it, I don't know if I'd want to take it.
That's me.
I mean, are you kidding me? I could die from this, but it'll fix my hiccups?
And down at the ER, they gave Stephanie a medication that she's not supposed to take with the blood thinner that she's on, and the pharmacist kept telling her, I don't know if you should take this or not. And she said, they gave me a shot of it at the ER.
Oh, see,
and,
that scares me.
Yeah, so I told her, she said if she took that, she couldn't take her Xarelto, but if she don't take the Xarelto, then she's running risk of another stroke.
Yeah.
I said, I take the Xarelto and forget that other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dad died from the cocktail after he had the stents. You know, he had his heart attack and then he had his stents put in. And the medication they gave him, his body was in such perfect harmony. When they introduced new things to him, it killed him inside. It ate him up.
Yeah.
He was bleeding from all areas, apparently, that I didn't know about.
It's like the side effects that you get from this medication is worse than the disease that you're dealing with.
Yeah, so I don't know. It takes a good pharmacist and it takes a mammas to navigate this. And we just, teach our young folks to keep those body healthy first off.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard this morning that Trump is turning the education, he signed the bill to turn the education back over to the states.
I'm so excited I can't stand it.
And I think that's a good thing because keep that government out of as much as you can.
Get your hands off our children.
Right, and let each state deal with it, because even in the state of Tennessee, every county is different.
Every county's we can't see. Here's the deal, Barbara. We cannot have that bureaucracy, the type that we have now, figuring this out. We have got to streamline as a state. This is going to make the state step up because we can't have that same BS that is at state. We have bureaucracy in Tennessee.
Right.
Let our teachers teach.
Other states are different.
Yep.
Than the state of Tennessee.
Yep.
And all the counties in Tennessee is different.
Uh-huh.
I think it should all be left up to the individual county.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Ultimately, that would be my libertarian self. I think that we can teach our kids better.
That's what I think. That old Common Core junk.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't even help the kids at home. And if they don't learn it at school, they're just lost.
I'm telling you. I'm excited, Barbara. It's scary. People hate change. But I warned everyone, did I not, Barbara, that it's happening. And when Trump says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. I know we're not used to folks who are in office that do that, but he does it.
Change sometimes is for the better because they changed it before and it made it worse. And I think we need to change it back.
I'm telling you, we are 40th in the world. And we spend, I can't even tell you how much money. And it's not going up, it's going down.
Right.
Something is broken, so let's fix it. And Trump's just exploding it, bringing it back to the states. I think Tennessee's going to do great, but we have to change as well. We have to adapt.
We do.
We have to adapt to being innovative. We have to adapt to being not teaching to a test, but teaching to the child.
Right. We
have to adapt to, because we've been under a bureaucracy forever.
Way too long.
Way too long.
That's like with the school lunches. When Michelle Obama changed the school lunches, I went up there to eat lunch with Carmen. I think it was their Thanksgiving dinner. And oh my goodness, the dressing they had with the turkey, you might as well cut you off a piece of cardboard and sat down and tried to eat that. It had no taste. It looked awful, and it was hard as a rock.
It's gross. We have got to feed. I would go with local produce. This is what I would do, Barbara. I think all of our school lunches should have locally grown produce and protein.
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't that be amazing to support our local farmers, number one, And number two, we know where all that food comes from. That's what I would want to feed the children of our community.
Yes, me too. I would. It's like I told older people. We lived on, what we raised in the garden and canned and put up, and there's so many young people nowadays that are leaving the walks of this life, and I think it's the lifestyle that we're having to live.
I know. Well, I don't accept it. I'm going to get healthy. I think we should go back to being perfect temples, and I think we should showcase that with our kids. We've got to do better by our kids.
I try to tell mine, because they're so picky. These great grandbabies.
I know.
They're so picky.
I know.
And they think if they can't go to McDonald's, and I think that's the worst place. I don't eat McDonald's. Not knocking McDonald's for anybody else. That's their choice.
Well, Barbara, maybe with Bobby Kennedy in being MAHA, making America healthy, all those things that go into our food that, Europe doesn't allow. If we go back to having basic ingredients in our food, that would be a big start.
Yes, it would. And I think it would go toward changing a lot of things and knocking down all these children that's coming up with cancer and everybody that's coming up with cancer.
Yep.
Well, I'll get off my soapbox here, and you have a blessed, great...
Oh, well, you're very welcome, and I appreciate my one of my favorite mamas.
Thank you.
All
I
right,
appreciate
honey.
you.
All right, honey. See you. Bye. Here, one more. Morning.
Good morning.
How's the man?
Well, he's laying there in his chair eating breakfast.
Oh, what did you serve him this morning?
Scrambled eggs and bacon and biscuits and fruit salad.
He does know he's a lucky man, does he not?
He'll tell everybody that.
Oh, my grandma always said, the best way to keep a man is to feed him.
That's right. Yeah, I've always heard that. The best way to a man's heart's through his stomach.
Yeah, and you know what? If it's not just the dang truth.
Now, he likes to eat, that's for sure.
Well, anyway, so surgery good?
Yeah, everything went well.
Okay.
More damage than they thought. But
really? What was wrong with it anyway? It was a shoulder, right?
And the rotator cuff torn, and he had a bunch of inflammation in there and some other damage. I guess he said he cleaned it all up.
Wow. Okay. What's rehab look for that?
About 4 weeks till rehab.
So he's got to let it heal for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then he starts, do they come to your house? Or do you have to go, somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, fun.
Yeah. They told him just to take it off, I think, tomorrow and let it just dangle like a pendulum.
Uh-huh, yeah.
It's from freezing, that keeps it from freezing up.
Yeah, because you don't want, I've heard of that happening.
Oh, yeah, and that's really painful because they have to reverse it, I guess.
We'll forget that. Well, you're a perfect nurse.
Daughter's been here, too, and she is a nurse.
See, you know what? Taylor took care of Dad during his cancer treatments. I don't know what I would have done without Taylor.
Yeah. She a nurse?
No, but she might as well be because, she figured it out.
Yeah.
Really, it just takes someone nurse, you're golden, right? But for someone who cares about the details, you have to be a patient advocate during these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Because you just have to you have to have someone there.
Yeah, that was my fault and all. Nobody could do it, but I get up during the night and feed him through a feeding tube and clean out that trach, and
yep.
I think he loved me better than anybody.
I'm telling you, my cousin Holly was that person. That person. That's a big trust.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
All right, girl. Well, I'm glad to hear that Big Ron is living large and letting his arm dangle while he's being fed wonderful food.
Yep. And this is dogwood winter, I'm sure. It's getting close to Easter. It's right around Easter.
Okay, I should have just asked you right up front. I was just more concerned about your husband. So you think it's dogwood?
I think it's dogwood because April will have blackberry.
Okay.
And then May will have whippoorwill. That should be the end of it.
May's whippoorwill. Where's Britches and Stump?
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
Ah! I mean, I've always heard that final little spoop at the end of May.
Somebody at church Wednesday night said, no, yesterday at senior lunch, somebody said, well, it must be Indian winter. I said, no, we like Indian. Indian is summer. It's a fake summer in the fall. He said, oh, okay.
Is it redbud winter?
I've never heard of redbud winter.
Oh, girl, there's 5 of them. So you Googled it, didn't you, Stephen? There's 7. There's 7 of them. And does it start with redbud? It starts with redbud. I was right. And then what's after redbud? And then it's dogwood. So maybe you're in the valley. Maybe you get a little tinge of it beforehand.
Right.
Does that sound about right?
Down here.
Yeah.
Down here before they do up there.
Yeah, I know Winchester is like that too. Late April is dogwood? Oh, locust. I forgot locust. When's locust? Early May. Blackberries, middle May.
No.
Hey, I feel you. This is just Google. Breeches? Breeches is when? Is in end of May? Late May. Yeah. So according to Google, Sherry...
Google is not as old as me, and it's really my grandpa.
I always trust the mama. You know that.
Absolutely.
Always trust the mama. All right. So we think it's dogwood, which would, okay, I'm going to go with it. We're going to go redbud, dogwood, whatever. But we're in a winter.
Blackberry, and then Grandpa called it whippoorwill winter or May fresh, usually around the first part of May. And then after that, usually it kind of starts clearing off.
May fresh? I don't think I've heard of that one.
That's whippoorwill winter.
That's whippoorwill. I've heard, Well, anyway, it's anything else wonderful that we need to know? I always learn something.
Oh, yeah. I learn something every day new.
Every single day. Hey, and if you get a chance, come out and do that Healthy Tennessee Fair next Saturday. You probably can't leave, but next Saturday, Dr. Manny will be there. Did you vote for Dr. Manny?
No.
It was Haggerty Sethi. You probably voted for Haggerty. That was U.S. Senate, yeah. Yeah, it was a tough one, but Haggerty had gotten the Trump endorsement. That's what put it over about 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so primaries are tough on anybody. But anyway, he's going to be there, and he's you've already got a nurse in the family, so really you don't even know. But I love talking to him because he's a trauma surgeon.
Yeah.
So it's always good to. I love talking to doctors and lawyers. Are two folks I like to talk to because that's a lot of money that you have to pay for consultation.
Yeah, that's my son-in-law. Was a doctor at Cumberland County, and the one that was killed, and he was fantastic to talk to.
See, I know.
Constantly reading and catching up on everything. Constantly. I mean, he wouldn't quit.
Well, I mean, I think in that business you really should.
Yeah.
I would want a doctor like that.
Yeah, he was a good diagnostician. He could tell you anything.
Well, and that's a whole body experience. That's a whole nother, wonderful thing. So, all right, Miss Sherry. Well, I'm glad to hear Big Ron's in his chair doing his thing, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you, dear.
All right, see you. Bye. All right, that is it. Not 9:20, not too bad. All right, let's see if who do we have on Monday, and if we have anyone. And then we'll find out. And then it sounds like next Friday, we have got our giveaway. All right, Monday. I don't have anybody on Monday. So for right now, it's just us. All right, I got one more. Morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Well, I wanted to mention, it's a wonder we don't have a daffodil winter or jonquil, since they're jonquils here, not really daffodils as you study the flowers, because it's always cold or snows on the daffodils or something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and mine are beautiful.
Yes. I want to mention that papaya enzyme tablets, and I love this Spring Valley brand, and these are tablets that I was taught by my husband to take those for aid for digestion. And I heard a doctor say that every family should have the bottle on the table for each meal.
No kidding.
Yes. And when I'm having a little problem, maybe it's beginning to feel like a discomfort from my stomach, really I feel it in my chest first, like a tightness. I grab my bottle and I chew about 3 of them, and it really makes a difference.
And you said papaya enzyme.
Papaya enzyme complex.
Complex. And what brand do you like?
I like the Spring Valley brand.
Do you get them at CVS, or where do you get them at?
I get mine at Walmart.
Okay.
So many times I've gone and the one worker would say, "Oh, we don't have them anymore," and another worker would find them.
Well, I know, because it's not something that would commonly be, mentioned.
But I did hear a doctor say that every family should have the bottle on the table for each meal.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I also heard apple cider vinegar is a good thing to eat before meals.
Anyway, I would take those, the papaya enzyme, if I had heartburn.
Okay.
I've not had heartburn in a long time. What the doctor diagnosed my problem as just acid reflux. Back in, of course, 3 decades ago nearly. And didn't test for other things. I even had ulcerated stomach. And finally, after went to the doctor's shoulders here in Tracy, and he asked me, he said, "Have you ever been tested?" And I said, "No." And he tested, and, I can't even take aspirin now because I had that so long, so many years. And it was yellow root. James went to the forest and got some yellow root and washed the roots, put it in a jar, and poured water on it, and I drank water off of that until I was healed.
Praise. That's beautiful.
And that was what healed me.
That is beautiful.
The yellow root.
I love it.
Yes.
All right, Miss Evelyn. Well, I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I always appreciate your wisdom.
Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good weekend too. And thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. All right. See you. Bye. All right, that's it. We don't have anyone for right now that's not scheduled for Monday, so it's going to be just us. I hope you guys go out there, stay warm, spread your own joy and sunshine, and we'll be back on Monday. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.